Okay guys, I want to make this video very short because a lot has happened recently. It's going to be about an 8-minute video, 10 minutes at most hopefully. Strong support, right guys? Every time you see a support here, make sure that you're buying into it. Okay guys, there's one support there, second, third, fourth. On the fifth one, always do it guys. Always take the possible risk, okay? Because if you take the risk, the reward could be substantial, okay? For example, from here to here, X to A, this one, it retraced 382, okay? So assuming it retraced the same amount, which I've already calculated ahead of time at the 382 Fibonacci level, right here, if you guys entered even a position where I did, like at 380, 382, because I'm just ballsy, I just expected a bounce, and I'm ready to cut my losses if it goes down too low. So what I did was I entered a position around 382. My stop loss was actually going to be very tight. If it broke this line, even a little bit, I would have cut my losses at 370. I told myself that. And then you drag it up to right here. So now your risk to reward ratio is actually 2.47. Okay, that's exactly what mine is. And now I have a chance to gain, based on the previous one, only retracing 382, I now have a chance to gain 7%, guys. So just a round number I'll use. Let's say I played $10,000. If I gain 7% about, I have a chance to win about $700 in one play just by taking a chance there. But if it for some reason lost out, I would have lost about 3%, guys. So I would have lost $300. So if we do the risk to reward, right? Let's just say it's 2.5 to 1, right? I'd have to lose about, out of 5 games, just for example, okay? Out of 5 games, even if I won 3 out of 5 games, I'd be quite up actually with a risk to reward of 2 to 1, right? So you don't have to win them all, as long as you win some of them. So make sure that you guys are taking the chance. I'm not trying to give you guys financial advice, but what I am trying to tell you is that there's 1, 2, 3, 4 already, and we're working on the 5th resistance points or supports. So it kind of makes sense to enter a trade and just take that risk and hope for a bounce, right? Especially when you've identified it. So for those, excuse me, who haven't tuned in before, we have waves 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? And then we have an A, B, C correction right here. And because this didn't shoot up to make start wave 3, we know that this is now the X point right there. And because this is the X point, we know there will be a Y somewhere here. And within a Y, we'll have an A, B, C correction right there, okay? And because this one didn't actually shoot out again to start wave 3 there, so how did I know it was gonna make this? I don't know if I tweeted it or not actually. I might have not tweeted it at all. I have to check, okay? I gotta definitely check. But you take points B to X and just draw a line across it, and voila, you get a resistance right there, okay guys? And also I'm taking another trend line right here just as an example. Like that. And I'm connecting it from 5 and X, or this is where primary wave 1 was, okay? Like that. Primary wave 1 through X down over here. I mentioned in my last video as well, it made a really, really good potential buy zone, right? Really, really good buy zone. If you zoom in on a 15-minute chart, just as an example, if I take a smaller line here and I just draw it, like that, that's pretty much what was happening, right guys? It was wedging there. And if I just draw, ignore that part. Ignore this because it just shows as a wick on a higher time frame. Watch. See? It just shows it as a wick on a higher time frame. So this purple line right here coming down is absolutely a falling wedge, right? It was literally just a matter of time till it broke. And when you combine it with this horizontal resistance right here, you combine it with points 5 and X, and then you come down right here. Well, that's one confirmation for support. 2 confirmations right here, guys. 2 confirmations with this 5 to X line coming down, and 3 confirmations with a bullish wedge. What more confirmation do you guys need to enter a trade, right? You guys think that the fear of missing out, people are just going to sell? I can't even imagine the amount of people that lost money that were holding here, like at $4, and then $4, and then they're just gonna, it reached down here like 380. And then it's stalled for a reason because the investors and the whales, they will absolutely take advantage of you guys. They will take advantage of you guys and let you guys be scared out of your minds, okay? And that's why it's very slow paced, guys. What investors and big players do, okay? Like myself, I didn't buy it at once. I was just accumulating it very, very, very slowly around the 382 range, you know? Very slowly around this candle, 382 to 387 to 376, but my base price is 382, right? Because I want to see, no offense to people, I want to see how many of you guys are going to dump your coins as well, because we want to create panic. We want to create panic because we're all direct competitors, guys, right? I know that sounds really harsh to say, but we are all direct competitors, and the last thing we want to do is all win, because the money has to come from somewhere, right, guys? Wow, I'm way, way up already. Oh my god, I gotta be back. I gotta stop this video. Okay, I'm back, guys. So yeah, so we want to basically squeeze out the people that have gone into a long position, right, from all the way up there, just to cause a little bit of panic. And that's during the accumulation phase, right? We accumulate very, very, very slowly to squeeze out people and to cause panic. Because let's think about where profit comes from, guys. Profit comes from other people, right? So, as much as I want you guys to succeed, that's what I'm doing here. That's why I'm creating all this technical analysis for you guys, okay? Because we have to learn how to think independently, okay? And you guys have to make note of a wedge, one major resistance from 5 endpoint X right here. And then we have a major resistance here as well, which created an apex point for people to buy. And I suggested earlier for people to buy, whether people take the advice or not. I suggested right there, and then I actually bought at 375 or so. Then I sold it way up there on the first spike. And then I knew that it was going to come down a little bit again just based on RSI. But now we look on every RSI, guys. 1 hour one's about to basically cross over, 45-minute crossed over, 30-minute crossed over, 15-minute crossed over as well. What more of a bullish signal do we need, right, guys? So that's a really, really good place to be entering. And I'm going to create more videos throughout the day, but I just wanted to talk about this specific zone and why it was a good one. So I will catch you guys in a little bit, and we'll have part 2 of November 1st video. Okay, guys? Take it easy.